What up? How to protect your energy. All right, this video is for anyone who doesn't have a sense of self, who doesn't have any confidence within themselves, and in conversation, they're always trying to resolve conflict. They're always the one pursuing the relationship and trying to keep it intact. And they're always trying to have the same opinion, people please. Right? If something were to be different, they would try to sway themselves, right? Always trying to give the other person the light of day. And you also grew up in a broken family, so you have this kind of pattern where you have to give up yourself in order to save the relationship, quote unquote, right? This video is going to help you not do that. Is to get rid of that pattern of giving up yourself in order to help others or just maintain something with others. It's kind of scary at first because I felt so much in danger of being in my own skin and relying on myself because other people have money, as in my parents, right? Society or the internet or other people have knowledge that I don't, right? I have very little experience with anything. But if you're going to do what I tell you in this video, which is tapping into your divine and really accepting who you are and that you are one of one, and that your say and your opinion actually matters, and they actually matter more than the normal person, because your generosity, the fact that you actually care about others and you actually care about the world, and that you're not quote unquote cheating and destroying others to get what you want. The fact that you haven't done that, or you probably have, you gone evil, but that felt so bad that you needed to go back. That is who you are, and people see that light. But the worst part about being this kind of person is that people take advantage of you. You're seen as weak. You're seen as someone that doesn't have boundaries. And right, you don't. But once you start to get those boundaries, they won't like you anymore. And that's what you found out. How you save relationships is destroying yourself. But you gotta realize that, are you trying to save an NPC, a person that doesn't even, like, once you give them the light of day, once you save the relationship, once you give them your energy, what do you think they're going to do with that? You think they're going to better their own life? That hasn't happened in a month of you talking to them, right? Uh, Years if it's your parents or family. You realize that people aren't going to change, and they can't fulfill your needs. That's one of the ways that literally transformed how I see this kind of protecting your own energy, because it's not about the other person anymore. It's about how your relationship is and whether or not you and the other person is getting any benefit. And right now, they're getting all the benefit by trashing on you. So, why do you want these people in your life? Enough of this tangent. So, what I'm going to be telling you is sense of self and feeling the need to resolve conflict. Okay, so let's get into feeling or need to resolve conflict. So, you have this tendency and you probably didn't know it. It probably took you a while and you probably known it for a while, but I have to remind you that this is what we're fighting. This unconscious need to resolve the relationship, to give up yourself. So you can still chase validation, you can still resolve conflict, you can still be this nice guy, but do it consciously and see how it's draining you. See how the other person is not even taking your energy. I actually they're taking your energy, but they're not doing anything with it. And really feel into how much it drains you to not be who you are, to not step into your own truth. If you have never done that, if you've been gaslit all your life to thinking that they are better than you and they have something that you don't, then you're going to stay like that. So you have to know what it really feels like to step into your own power and be that person that gives you the validation that everyone craves. How are they craving validation? Well, they need to put you in a box. If they tell you how to think, what to do, and they keep on overshadowing you, that's legit embodied validation. I'm so right that I have to convince other people how to think or what to do. We can't just have a different opinion. And they will do that in the most slimiest ways because of how low their energy actually is. So knowing the game, knowing what's actually happening, that they are low they're vibrating so low that they feel the need to tell you what to do, to tell you what to think. And that can only happen if you have this pattern of giving up yourself and shining a light on them. You can still shine a light on them, but once they show their true colors, meaning they're low vibration and they're trying to take your energy by putting you in a box, they can't just clap when you're talking about yourself and that you're moving in the right direction. They have to interject and say, you should do this, you should do that. Your parents will say that because they will say, it's because I love you. It's because I want what's best for you. That's a love spell. That's a validation spell, as in a plausible deniability, an excuse to tell you what to do, as if you're not another person. They have more experience, sure, but from what I've known, most people don't have a good diet. Most people are leaking their energy sexually. Most people are like mentally lusting. They're gluttony, right? They're eating such bad food. They're not moving or exercising. And if you do any of these things and they try to tell you what to do they really think, do they really know what's best for you? If they're not tapped into God and the divine and seeing the signs that are showing up, when they're struggling, they don't take from others, they ask and ask the divine, and the divine is providing for them and seeking those answers in those godly or divinely ways. Do you think you should follow them? Nobody, like, we can admit that nobody knows what they're talking about, right? A lot of people are ignorant. God knows all, though. The Creator knows all. The divine knows all. And if you're not tapping into that source and you're relying on information online, science, or other people, do you really think you should listen to them? If you're trying to get higher vibration, tap into source, and protect your energy, don't you think that your actual experiences matter more than them? I just want to give you guys a real perspective on who you're actually giving your energy to. Because you're not giving this energy to another person that's going to actually help you, but you're giving it to a low vibration person that will constantly take from you. And I lived it myself. I took from other people because I was such in a low vibrational state. I worked a 9 to 5 and I ate pizza every single day, and I freaking nutted every single day, and I was being drained by coworkers, bosses, parents, friends, all at the same time. I couldn't possibly, and I wasn't even tapped into the divine. I couldn't possibly do anything without other people's help. And I have some people in my mind that I still guilt trip about. But there's these people in my mind that I literally took advantage of because I got possessed on the spot. Why am I saying these hateful things to them? Why am I trying to take advantage of this person? Why am I trying to blame them instead of taking responsibility? Why don't I have the capacity to do more? Like, possessions actually happen because you're such in a low vibrational state and that you need something. Like, when I was nutting every single day, it's like once that lust comes in, you kind of just do it. I was surrounded by so much negativity at work. When that opportunity, when that light person that was actually nice, that was actually empathetic, although maybe covert, but actually came into my life, I was actually mean to that person. And I didn't know why. I was being narcissistic. And that happened because I was such at a low vibrational state. So this is not a video to hate on these people that are taking from you, but realize that they have the capacity. You can hate on them at first because you're realizing all this information. I had to go through so much to realize that, oh, okay, I'm like hating on these people, and I'm focusing on how much I like despise them, and that's not good for my energy. So one of the ways I stopped hating on them was to reaffirm to myself over and over that it's not these people's fault. I can be angry and validate my emotions, but I don't have to hate on this person. I don't have to attach this energetic cord to them more than I have to. So that involves getting in touch with my emotional body and becoming okay with discomfort. Oh man, I should be writing these down, to be honest, instead of whatever all this is. So I had to meditation. I had to sit down and be okay with discomfort, okay with anything that comes up. I had to diet. I had to get my frequency right, vibrate higher so that I can see that I was hating on people and I was attaching this energetic cord. Once I realized I had the thought, I had to just sit there, or I had to just keep on having that thought until I had the power, or I had the awareness of seeing the fact that I have this hate, and seeing the fact that, oh, whoa, seeing enough so that it opens up the question, well, why am I hating on this person so much? What do I need from this person? That's this explanation, this apology, the fact that I need them to be wrong, I need myself to be right. What is this need that I'm, covering from hating this person? And I didn't do anything right away. If I did something right away, I would relapse and hate that person even more. But it's this constant taking care of the fact that I am a hateful person. I can have hateful thoughts, I can validate that, but it doesn't have to mean anything. I don't have to feed the hate more than it has to. I'm in flow right now. I'm not even teaching whatever this is. So, um, having a sense of self is realizing that all this is happening. It's becoming okay with your emotional body and being uncomfortable, and stepping into your power by seeing that you are the divine, you are source, remembering who you are, and realizing that these people that you're giving energy to aren't worth it. Feeling the need to resolve conflict, same thing as the strategy I used to stop the hate cycle, is first realizing that I have this reaction in the first place. Ask, become so aware of it that I can finally ask myself, what do I need? Why do I need to resolve conflict so much? What do I need from this person? I might not know the answer right away, and I keep on asking that. I keep on becoming aware of this trigger, of this drainage after, of the consequences of, um, getting drained by this person. Maybe I should know like where this is coming from. Why do I need this conflict? I mean, why do I need to resolve conflict all the time? So I can feel more safe within myself. If other people, if I need others to not be uncomfortable and destructive to me, why do I need that? I need other people to feel safe within my own skin, safe within my own opinions, because I can't have other people having a different opinion as me. We have to be on the same page, or else I won't be safe. Once I realized that, I didn't do anything with it. I just kept on realizing that over and over, and it opened up some actions, some different mindsets, frameworks that I can actually operate in. And that's all your choice, and that's all where the divine is coming from. All the answers are from within. All you're doing is seeing what is the scenario, asking, like, why do I need it so badly? And asking, what can I do about it? Or should I do anything about it? And it's all coming from you, your answers, your sight. All of this is helping you get more of a sense of yourself when you practice being uncomfortable with whatever comes up, and then being okay with whatever comes up and digging more into it and being okay with whatever direction that it's trying to tell you. That sense of self, that's trusting your own opinion over the other people once you define this whole process. Inner works on tendencies. That's what I just said. Inner work meaning the emotional body and being uncomfortable with things and then taking direction on that. Discernment on who you are actually talking to. Yeah, you're not giving energy to, well, realize that you're giving energy. You're this freaking empath that can actually care about other people. That's not normal. That's not normal. It's normal. Well, in this age, it's normal to take advantage of others and be a narcissist. So that's not normal. So you're actually giving energy to other people by being who you are, by being this people pleaser without boundaries, without a backbone. So discernment on who you're actually talking to. Yeah, you got this person that's trying to take energy from you. You have that energy. You have that something about yourself that they gaslit you a million times. You've been groomed by your family to see that you aren't valuable. And then you got these other people gaslighting you that, oh, this person doesn't see its worth. And they're going to keep on doing that in the most slimiest ways. Right? They have an excuse. I want what's best for you. I'm just trying to explain my thoughts. I'm just questioning you. No, you're not. You're trying to dismantle me because you don't have enough energy, and they're not conscious of it. Realizing that I wasn't conscious of it when I was a narcissist and trying to bring other people down. I didn't know that. So when these people show their true colors, just realize who they are, and your best bet is to walk away and not try to change them because they're so unconscious to the point that once you try to change them, they're going to have this negative reaction. They're not going to like it. It's up to them to want to change. Okay. How many times do they have to let you down? How many times do they have to drain you? You're going to have to get drained a lot of times. You're going to have to. If you have this tendency, you're going to people please. You're going to resolve conflict a couple more times, a lot more times, until you finally ask the questions and you're open to the idea of, well, why do I need to keep on people pleasing? Why do I need to keep on resolving conflict? You need energy for something else. Realize you're trying to really protect something here. You can't create what you want, create the life that you need, if you're constantly being drained by other people. This has been a huge one, a huge variable that I had to conquer. And until I conquered it, I couldn't create what I needed to create because I never had confidence within myself. Because I was always gaslit by other people thinking that they're better than me. And my pattern of giving up myself for other people because I need validation, that isn't helpful. So yeah, to create what you want, you need dissolve these patterns, and you need to cut people out. You need to have some boundaries. And you're only going to do that if you want to have boundaries and you want to cut people off. And you're only willing to do that once you face yourself. Yeah. I hope this video was valuable. Peace out.